Hello, students. I hope you all are good and healthy at your place. In our previous lecture, we studied Session 1 Working with Accessibility. Today, we will start Session 2. We will study this session into two parts, where in first session we will study about the networking and the second we will learn history of internet. So let's start. Session 2 Network Fundamental. Network. The idea of networking has been around for a long time and has taken on many meanings. If you were to look up network in your dictionary, you might find different results. So, network, it is a group of devices linked to one another for sharing data and resources. Network is a group of devices where the numbers of devices are connected for sharing data and other resources. Next, computer network. A computer network is a set of computers and devices which are connected by cable or wireless connection to share resources and data. Computers on the network are called node and workstation. Connected computer can share resources over the network and can communicate with each other. Let's take example. An organization might use a computer network connected by cable or the internet in order to gain access to common server or to share programs file and other important information. Let's move further. Our next is computer network advantages and disadvantages. So first is sharing hardware. Sharing hardware devices such as printer, scanner or storage devices help in reducing the cost of computer system. Next is sharing of software. Purchasing software for individual computers is more expensive than buying software that will be installed in one central computer called as server and allowing many users to access it. Next advantage is sharing files. By using a network, users can easily share documents with each other and this feature promotes teamwork and increases productivity. Next is backup. Data can be stored on a central computer. Central computer means where the computer network is connected with a single main computer. So, central computer or server with a backup system ensuring that no data loss can occur. Next is cost effective. Since hardware, software and storage systems can be shared, this results in cost savings. Next is minor effect of breakdown. Breakdown A breakdown in the individual computers on the network will not affect the operating of all the entire network. Means if a individual computer will have some problem, it will not affect the other computers which are connected in a network. Last is saves paper and time. Network also reduce the need for generating multiple hard copy of the same document. As we all know how the paper is important in our life. Okay, so it helps to save paper and time as well. Now, disadvantage. So first is initial cost. Although the running cost of network is low than that of individual computers, but the initial cost of setting up of a network is higher expensive. Okay, so expensive devices such as a router, switch, hub network interface card, server, etc. can add up to the cost. So for setting up a network of computers, it's initially at the beginning stage it is very expensive, but later on it will be a fine. Second is administration. If the network grows too large, various issues may occur. It requires high technical skill or know how of its operations and administration. A person just have a basic skill cannot do this work. Suppose in a network, if one computer is having so much issue, okay, so we need any special person to clear out that problem. Next is major effect of breakdown. If the computer network main server break down, the entire system will become useless. Likewise, in case of problems with the shared file or resources on the computer network would be also come to a standstill. Means if the server will be damaged, the whole entire computer will be non-use. Next is viruses. A virus infection in one computer may spread to all the computers on the network. Last is security. There is a danger of hacking, especially a large networks. The security of the network, therefore, will have to be monitored, and special software like firewalls will have to be installed to prevent the breaching of security. Breaching means to break out, to the breakout of firewall or the wall which help us to protect our data from hackers. Now, our next topic is networks component. Some major components that every computer include while we create a network. So first is NOS, that is Network Operating System, that is NOS. It is a software that allows multiple computers to communicate or share files and hardware devices with one another. Or we can say it controls all the activities of the computer network. As you can see here in the diagram, NOS is installed in a CPU, and that CPU is connected with the server computer. So this way it controls all the activities of all the computer that are connected in a network. Next is NIS, that is Network Interface Card. Network Interface Card, it is also called network adapter. It is a chip which is installed in each computer to connect computer to network. Or NIC is also known as network adapter. It provides computer with a dedicated full-time connection to the network. Now, NIC are two types. First is wired NIC, which is connected via cable, and another is wireless NIC, that work on the basis of radio wave technology. Now the next is communication medium. Communication medium refers to the physical channel through which data is sent and received. In this networking, two types of communication mediums are there: wired network and wireless network. So we will study about wired network. In a wired network, data is transmitted over the physical medium. There are three types of physical cable used in a wired network. So first is twisted Twisted pair cable. What is twisted pair cable? Twisted pair cable is also known as Ethernet. These type of cables are commonly used to connect system and devices in a local area network. Local area network is what? LAN. For data communication application. They consist of 4 pair of insulated copper wires of about 1 millimeter thickness, as each pair is twisted to reduce the interference of signal between different pairs. These cables are connected with the help of RJ45. It is a connector which helps to connect computer with other devices. RJ45 connector having 8 pins to plug into the Ethernet port of different devices. So the next is coaxial connector or cable. These type of cables are generally used in the cable network systems to send the television signal to a television sets. These are the very cheap kind of cables which helps us to connect television to the television signals. Next is optical fiber cable. These are highly reliable cable to carry the information quickly over the long distance. Long distance means suppose you want to transfer any data from one place to another, the another place is situated very far from you, so these kind of cables will help you securely. You can send your message from one place to another. These are made up of ultra thin fiber of glass called core that can carry light from a source at one end to the detector at the other end. Because of the total internal reflection between the glass and cabling that covers the core fiber, there is a minimum loss of light. Now we will study about computer network architecture. A network architecture is the design of a computer network. So, there are two types of network architecture that commonly used to implement computer network, that are peer-to-peer and client-server. Client-server architecture is also called tried because it uses multiple levels. So let's read about this. In the first picture, you can see client and server architecture. In client and server architecture, all the computers that are clients are dependent on the centralized computer known as server. The server acts as the backbone of the network and responsible for providing all the information and resources to the client as per the request. If anything goes wrong with the server, whole network goes down. So in the second picture, that is peer-to-peer architecture. Peer-to-peer architecture is the most commonly used computer networking architecture in which each computer is known as peer and has the same capability and responsibility. There is no administrator to control the network, that is each computer services as client as well as server. These type of networks are useful in a small organization or small area networks where security is not an issue. Is types of computer network. There are mainly 4 types of computer network. First is PAN, that is personal area network. Next is LAN, that is a local area network. Next, MAN, that is Metropolitan Area Network. Next is WAN, that is Wide Area Network. So first let me tell you something about PAN. A PAN enables communication between computers or mobile or other devices within the range of 10 meter, within the only range of 10 meters. Now LAN, that is local area network. It is a typically an individual office building LANs. Okay, it is basically the LAN is work in the office areas. LANs can be built with relatively inexpensive hardware such as hub, network adapter and cable. High speed and relatively low cost are defining characteristic of LANs. LANs are capable of very high transmission rate. Next is MAN, that is Metropolitan Area Network. That usually spans a city, a large campus or a town. Thus, MANs are larger than LANs but smaller than WANs. Next is WAN, a wide area network. It spans a relatively large geographical area such as the entire country or the entire world. Now let's move forward and learn the difference between LAN, MAN and WAN. So the first is LAN, connection in a small and physical area, whereas MAN, it covers a large geographic area than LAN. And the last is WAN, it covers a largest distance. Next is LAN, best LAN types used with Ethernet. In MAN, it used with Internet as well as Ethernet. Last is best WAN types used with Internet only. Third is LAN is faster than WAN. Next is MAN, comparative higher speed. It has higher speed than LAN. Next is WAN have a less speed than LAN. Now LAN is a cheaper. While creating LAN, it is a cheapest network which we can create in a minimum amount. MAN, comparative price, it is average price, it is a moderate. Next is WAN is more expensive. For creating WAN network, it is the expensive network, it will require most of the amount. Fifth is more likely need password validation as it will have specific user right. That means while creating a LAN network, each and individual computer while each and every computer or devices which are connected in this network will require a password or login ID for each and individual person. Whereas in MAN, need password validation as it will have specific user right. It is a moderate network where the password is also required and we can access without a password or a simple login as well. Now the next is WAN, less likely need password validation as it will have specific user right. WAN is a less likely need password. Here we don't need any password, we just have to connect through the internet or through the network. Next is more private. LAN is a private network as well. Okay. Next, with the MAN, it has a high security. Next with WAN, it has a less private. WAN is a likely to open for everyone. Now, seventh is LAN, hardware focus on sharing resources. Those devices which are connected in a LAN network, they are mostly depend on sharing of resources in a small network, whereas and MAN, hardware focus on data transmission, whereas in MAN, hardware which are connected in the network are most likely focus on data transmission. Now seventh on WAN, hardware focus on communication. Okay, where one from one end to another end, whatever the devices are connected, that focus on transferring the message, especially such as a chatting or sending a email, that comes under a WAN. Now eighth, operate on peer to peer. Just now we talked about peer to peer architecture. Yes, the most likely that architecture work on the basis of LAN. Now eighth, MAN, operated by organization and a public utilities. Here, operated by organization, it MAN is operated by some organization or institute or for a public utilities, for working for the public. Now the last for WAN is operate for a client and server. Client and server, here it depends on the server. Whatever the information will ask by the client, that only will be proceed by the server.